Just a minor little rant today. I'm here at Anthony's college to pick Anthony up. Let me just show you something. These are the parking bays. Now, admittedly, they did recently swap the parking area from one side of the car park to another. But, you know, you can see the new lines for parking. They're clearly here. You can see where the old lines have been erased. So, what the fuck is going on here? So, it's Wednesday the 20th of March 24. I'm just outside the hospital. Spent quite a bit of time with Liz today. Unfortunately, she's now picked up something called VRE, which is a virus, and she's going to have to be moved a couple of beds down into like a side room to bed 6. Apparently this thing is no threat to her, but for the sake of the other patients, there are hospital protocols that have to be followed, and basically if you're unwell and you get this thing, you know, it could cause a problem. The consultants have been round. Liz is still getting very upset about anything, really. She gets worried about who her nurses are going to be at night because, you know, she doesn't like some of them. She doesn't like combinations of some of them. Now, some of this stuff I think is delirium because she says a lot of weird stuff sometimes, but she's definitely scared about who's going to be on at night. Anyway, the consultants came round. So I get told different things by different people. Apparently it's been a couple of weeks since they sent off the genetic results, and we're due to get them tomorrow. It's 2 weeks is the ETA, so they're going to chase up. This is different to what I was told the other day, where I was told it might take a month, but whatever. Essentially, of course, you know, the neurologist is still convinced that it's myotonic dystrophy. Today's consultant thinks it's that as well, because all the facts appear to fit, unfortunately. But, you know, till we get the tests, we just won't know for sure. But once we do have the results, if they are positive, then we have to decide who else in the family needs to get tested. And obviously that's not the bag of the intensive care unit here, you know. Might need to reach out to a charity because these tests are supposed to be very expensive, or, you know, you never know, they might just do them anyway. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe I could talk to the kid's GP, get tests done that way. Just don't know. Yeah, but basically he says we should remain focused on the fact that Liz is getting better. She's spending more and more time on the trachea mask every day and not plugged into the ventilator directly. But again, I've expressed my concern that, you know, if we rush to taking out the tracheostomy tube too soon, then we'll have no remote control over her secretions, right? And this is a major concern of mine because essentially if we take out this tracheostomy tube and then Liz does her normal thing of not reacting like normal people would react and gets another infection and can't clear them herself, you know, we reached a point of no return? Because, you know, I've been told that had they had a positive diagnosis of myotonic dystrophy, they wouldn't have reintubated her this time. So this is my concern, is that they take the tube out, she gets another infection, and then she's dead, right? This is a major concern of mine. He said they might just reduce to a smaller tube. He said they're not rushing to get the tube out, but of course she can't stay in intensive care forever. She's going to need to go for rehab. She doesn't want to go up to Ward E3 because she had a terrible time there. So we're trying to push her to go straight to a rehab facility, which might be in Alton or Andover or you know, somewhere like that. That would be the ideal thing. But as I say, I'm worried about them taking this tube out because then we lose all control over her secretions if she can't bring them up herself. And that's my concern. That's my worry at the moment. So yeah, this thing's never ending. This is like the third infection now that she's had in the hospital. Not a criticism, these things happen, but it's going on for so long. Liz is writing on the board that she's just had enough now. I am so tired, it's untrue. I was trying desperately to do some work today, and I'm going to have to just declare fewer hours than I wanted to, because I just can't concentrate. My head is just full of all this stuff, you know, and I'm just feeling so guilty about everything, you know. So, you know, it's all taking its toll on all of us. Even when I am at home and trying to do a bit of work, I've got a builder drilling in floorboards this morning, or putting a new floor in my bathroom. It's so noisy. I just can't wait for this work to be done. And then that's one thing out the way, and then we can focus on Liz, and then I can hopefully focus on keeping my job. But yeah. So it's about 20 to 7 now. Liz has been telling me to go home for hours, but I didn't think that was fair. She doesn't want to be on her own. But anyway, I do need to go home because I need to eat. Otherwise, I'm going to die. So that's what I'm doing now. Is I'm going to go home. Well, I'm going to go via Food Warehouse, get my tea, cook my tea, feed my pussycats, see what state my house is in, and then go to bed. I do know that all the massive bits of hardboard and wood and plywood and whatever will have gone now, because the floor is done, and I'm hoping tomorrow he'll be able to put the bath in, so we'll clear a bit of space in my living room and we can start getting back to normal. And I'm hoping these works will be done by the end of next week. But unfortunately my builder was ill on Monday, and next Friday is Good Friday. We've got Easter, so you know might still be a few weeks yet.